What a weekend in Florida in January, WWE style. WWE Friday Night SmackDown is January 26th in Miami at the Kesaya Center. The next night is the annual WWE Royal Rumble, Saturday, January 27th at Tropicana Field, home of the MLB baseball Tampa Bay Rays, but it'll be WWE's home taking over in St. Petersburg, Tampa, and ready to hit another home run, as they always do, or wicked googly, our former NXT UK, NXT Tag Team Champions, now seeking WWE Tag Team Gold. Elton Prince, Kit Wilson, the gallant gauntlet gentleman, Pretty Deadly. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, boy. Hello, James. How are we?
All righty. Hey, the holidays are coming up, guys. What would make a good holiday present?
Ooh, what would make
He's coming in with the tough questions off the bat. I would say probably the best present would be a little action figure, perhaps, of Elton Prince and Kit Wilson.
Oh,
I think
for
me, that would be the best Christmas present.
Say it, say it. Not yes, boy. What are you gonna say?
A yes toy.
Yes, toy.
And I also think, and also, guys, another great holiday present would be WWE tickets to go see Friday Night SmackDown in Miami and the Royal Rumble in Tampa, St. Pete. Come on, guys.
Oh, come on.
Well, of course, but you know what for me personally, with the big presents, I like to seal it with a little present. You know what I mean? So I'm talking like a big box, and you think, what's in this big box? You open the box, it's a smaller box. It's our action figures. And you think, oh my, Christmas cannot get any better than right now. And when you open the smaller box, the last little box, and we unfold this tiny piece of paper, and we have tickets to the SmackDown and the Royal Rumble. And that is the best Christmas you'll ever have.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
Cool. I got a bit hot on that one, you know, but I was excited.
Yeah. So, hey, guys, it's so fun. Friday Night SmackDown, what has it been like for you? Spent time at NXT. You guys did awesome there. Now you're on SmackDown. What has it been like for you guys? I know there was a little injury, but now everything's cool, and now you guys are back doing your thing.
Well, you know, we don't talk about the injury, so I appreciate you glancing over that. It was a tough time in our life. We both struggled through, but we've powered through, and we are Elton stronger than ever. Now, I will say this for SmackDown. Wow. What a locker room. What an environment. What a show. The A show, I've been hearing it called. So I think just NXT UK, as you mentioned, and NXT, we're looking for that tag team supremacy. And we're well on our way. Thank you very much.
You guys have scored victories over Butch and Rich Holland, two tough guys.
Yeah.
You've competed for titles against Sami Zayn and KO, two more tough guys. You guys have won gauntlet matches in NXT for championships for tag team gold, and also to get a title shot in WWE. What makes you guys just so good at gauntlet matches?
Oh, that's a fun one. That's a fun one.
You know what? When the odds are stacked against us, I think the odds are in our favor. It just
it's like a weird math equation where it almost reverses, right? And now we have the advantage.
I completely agree, because you know, you're talking about the tough guys we faced. We also faced Sheamus in an iteration of the Brawling Brutes.
And what happened, boy?
Well, you know how he's like this kind of big time legend. He's the GOAT certified.
He's up there.
But what did happen? Yeah.
Wow. Ooh. I remember being on that top rope, and then I remember jumping down, dropping this little leg along the rope, a sweet little hammy, and picking up a dub against Sheamus. The thing is, James, we get on a little roll, especially in gauntlets, and we're just unstoppable.
We're so
you
good.
Just mentioned the Brutes, right? Them guys are tough. They are hard. If I were past them in the streets, I'd probably cross the road.
I'd run,
if I'm honest. But we beat the hard guys at their particular specialist fight. So does that make us the toughest guys in WWE?
Are you saying?
Because I think it might.
Are you saying when we wrestled them in a Donnybrook match, the odds were against us?
The odds were against us, and yet they were in their favor.
And yet, what happened, James? Who won, James?
The gallant gauntlet gentleman, Pretty Deadly.
Yes, boy.
You know, guys, it's so cool too, because listen, the name Pretty Deadly. It's spot on. It's spot on. And I'm just curious, are you able to talk a little bit about coming up with the name Pretty Deadly?
Are we? Well,
I think we will. No, we spent a long time trying to think of, you know, who we should be and what we want to present. And I think, you know, we had a couple of front runners, and we were back and forward, and we, you know, originally we wanted it to maybe be something a little bit ambiguous, and that would be the fun of it, because it's kind of like, oh, they're really cool, but what on earth does, you know, XYZ mean?
What is that?
And then we kind of thought, you know what? Let's just make it a little bit simpler for everyone. Let's just make it so obvious. And so we thought, you know what? Obviously, we're pretty. You know, that one's just a given. And you know, especially in the gauntlets, oh, we can be pretty deadly.
Yes, that's it right there. I love it. Guys, it's so fun because you're going to be in Miami for Friday Night SmackDown, and then we have the Royal Rumble. Always ask tag teams this. You're competing in the Royal Rumble. If you get that opportunity, you should get that opportunity. You're competing in the Royal Rumble, and what happens if it comes down to the final two? Pretty deadly. Have you guys thought about this? Have you talked about it?
The funny thing is, it's funny to just assume that we haven't talked about it. You know, when you first get together as a tag team, you think about every possibility, and my goodness, have we thought about it. So I guess that makes you the last in the ring with me. Scenario.
So the final two is that's where we are, right?
Do you know what I'm going to do, James? I'm going to go over the top rope, stand on the apron. I'm going to have my main man with me join me. And
we're both going to point at the Mania sign first.
And then the other hand will be holding the other person's hand. Point at the Mania sign. 1, 2, 3. What? Boom.
Dual winners.
Land at the same time. Dual winners.
That is great. That is awesome. This is why you guys are in sync. This is why you are so good, because you have the scenario here. If this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it. It's just awesome. Yes, pretty deadly. It's awesome.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, James. I'll say that. You're getting us real excited.
And because I love to hear the thoughts and see, wow, what if it comes to this? What if it comes to that? Now, here's another thing. Please, I hope you don't take this disrespectfully, because it's not. But how about this, guys? We've had women compete in the men's Royal Rumble. Could we see Pretty Deadly be the first to compete in the women's Royal Rumble? And
well, I mean, the interesting thing, I think, if you ask Twitter, you know, that's probably where they would.
That's where they'd categorize us.
Where they put us. Yeah. So.
And I say, all fair is lovers' war. There's no disrespect. We'll enter the women's Royal Rumble if we get the opportunity. We'll dominate. By the way, watch out. We'll dominate. And exact same thing will happen.
The same scenario.
We'll point at the sign.
Irrelevant of which rumble.
Point at the sign. Hand in hand.
Point at the sign.
A little jump to the floor. You're dual winners of the women's Royal Rumble. We'll do it.
We'll do it. Oh, yeah. We'll win them both. We'll win them both.
Back to back. Yeah.
You were the first to unify the NXT UK and NXT tag team titles, and then you'll be the first to do that as well. You're always setting first, guys.
Nuts.
I think we're going to start putting requests that the only interviews we do are with you, James, if I'm honest, because this is really
you like the
kind
hype?
of, I love it. I love it.
You like the excitement.
Guys, I'm getting in the holiday spirit too, as you see, because we got these two big events coming up, and what great way to celebrate the holidays than tickets for both events. What are your thoughts? Because you've been in NXT, so you've done the citrus coconut loop, the citrus circuit for NXT, and now you're in Florida with WWE, the SmackDown on Friday night and Royal Rumble. So you know the Florida circuit. What is it like competing in Florida and the fans of Florida?
You know, Florida's kind of become our home away from home.
It's a stomping ground.
It's the stomping ground. You know, we love England. We love the UK, and we're always heading back. But we live now in Florida. We've worked so many shows on the NXT live events. So to do this for SmackDown, to then do it the next day with the Royal Rumble, it's a crowd, it's a fever, it's an energy that only the Floridians, the mad Floridians can bring. It's excitement. It's something special.
I'll say this: I haven't done one show in Florida I didn't enjoy.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Right there.
And this is one of the biggest ones. So if it's the biggest one, it's in a place where no one's not enjoyed a show.
Oh yeah, it's a really.
Do you know what I mean? There's so much math in that one. There's so much logic there. You know it's going to be good.
It can't miss.
It can't miss. It's royal.
Do not
it's
miss.
A rumble. It's a doozy. It's a woozy. Get there.
Royal Rumble. Who better to have the Royal Rumble than England's Pretty Deadly?
I didn't even.
Come on. A
He's
Royal.
a genius.
I've got many, guys. I've got many. But we're going to wrap this up, because if not, WWE's going to be mad at me. So we got to wrap this up right now. So, guys, it's interesting because we always want to talk about the victories, the wins, but also so much can be learned from the losses. And I'm curious because you had that opportunity right when you got into SmackDown. You won your gauntlet match, big opportunity. You did that. You smashed it. Then you go against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. What do you take away from that? What do you learn from that? I mean, two of the best that are out there.
Yeah. Look, we take this seriously. We are undefeated on SmackDown apart from one match, and that is the match you mentioned. So we faced Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, at the time the undisputed tag team champions. But I don't know. I guess what I learned from that was our strength, because even in our loss, we damaged those two. Irreversible damage.
Yeah.
What are they doing now?
What happened just shortly after we beat them up so bad? What happened?
They lost their confidence, their spark, their teamwork, and their championships.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that it's just a matter of time before we win them, because we are pretty deadly. Because we do damage. We are deadly. So we don't beat you that night, we beat you the next night.
Yeah, we just publicly want to make the claim that we are the reasons why Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens lost those titles. I think what we did to them scarred them, and they just couldn't move forward from it, you know? So
well, they couldn't.
Even though it was a loss, it was a win, you know? So technically, we're still undefeated on
Still
SmackDown.
undefeated.
Well, guys, you're undefeated in my book, always.
Yeah.
Pretty deadly. Let me tell you that right now. So listen, go enjoy Friday Night SmackDown, January 26th in Miami. It's going to be a packed house, the Kesaya Center. Try the arepas, guys. Try the arepas. I'm telling you, give it a try. You gotta try the foods. And then when you're in St.Pete, Tampa for the Royal Rumble, that's a seafood fest. You try any seafood out there. Come on, guys. I got you hooked up. All right, guys.
Hook me up. Hook me up.
Thank you as always. It's always fun talking to you. Enjoy your successes. Stay injury-free. Keep going. Keep doing your thing. You guys are great.
Oh, James, bring that energy every time. I love it. Always.
Legend of the game. Thank you, James.